This line represents the frequency of the name Raylie in U.S. birth records. For the entire 20th century, we see 0 recorded instances. Then, starting in the early 2010s, the count climbs to a peak of over 100 births in 2018. This specific spelling gained traction as parents looked for phonetic variations of the name Raylie. The trend was partly encouraged by 90s pop culture, like the Dandy Warhol's song of the same name, which sparked interest in alternative ways to visualize that familiar sound. It is easy to view these 21st century phonetic inventions as superficial. From the outside, they appear to be modern trends detached from deeper cultural or historical lineage. To test that assumption, we have to deconstruct the word. By separating the modern spelling into its component blocks, we can look at the individual DNA of the name. Stripped of its modern context, Raylie reveals itself to be an assembly of 2 very different historical eras. The first block, Ray, takes us back to the Middle Ages. Its roots were firmly planted in Old English. It originally comes from the Old English word ray. In its earliest use, this term served as a title for a wise protector. This historical scene captures that exact archetype. The seated scholar, surrounded by heavy texts, represents the intellectual weight and guidance associated with the ray. This concept of guidance resonates through multiple traditions. In some African American communities, the name Ray is linked to the idea of rayonnement, the act of radiating light and warmth toward others. Even today, in its modern shortened form, the prefix carries this ancient association with quiet strength and introspective leadership. The second block of the name, the suffix LIE, brings us into 19th century America. This diminutive form serves a specific linguistic purpose. Rather than describing the physical size of a person, it modifies the tone of the name. 19th century parents used this suffix in names like Hattie and the name Maddie to signal deep affection. It adds a layer of endearment and vintage charm to a name's more formal root. In the late 20th century, parents seeking simple, sincere names fused these 2 worlds. They placed the ancient weight of wise counsel alongside the 19th century warmth of a diminutive suffix. Today, the resulting name feels entirely contemporary, yet its individual parts were selected for their timeless sincerity and vintage appeal. Contemporary name registries often describe Raylie bearers as inquisitive and analytical. These descriptions suggest a person who values quiet bravery and deep research over small talk. Numerology offers a similar profile. Adding the letters Raylie, we reach the sum of 70, reducing to the master digit 7. In this system, 7 is the seeker, drawn to solitary reflection and precision, using logic and intuition as an internal compass. Both the modern personality profiles and the numerological data mirror the original Old English root. They all point toward the same archetype of the wise, introspective thinker. Raylie is more than a naming choice. It represents a broader American strategy for handling tradition. Modern parents use creative phonetic spellings to engage with the past on their own terms. They are essentially recycling history, taking ancient concepts like wisdom and protection and updating the packaging for a new generation. Ultimately, Raylie shows that even the newest names on the registry can serve as effective vessels for preserving our oldest human ideals.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can visit us at babybloomtips.com for more baby name inspiration.